Hey team, welcome to the numbers game. I'm Coach T, and in this tutorial, we're going to be finding the center and the radius of a sphere by generating the equation of the sphere. Now, before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the channel for notifications on more math tutorials. All right, now let's take a look at this example. Our example says find the center and the radius of the sphere x squared plus y squared plus z squared plus 4x minus 6y plus 2z plus 6 equals 0. And we're going to do this by reformatting this expression into the equation of a sphere. So let's take a look at the equation of a sphere. It is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared plus z minus l squared equals r squared, where h, k, and l make up our center point and r represents our radius. So again, to solve our example, we'll need to rearrange the equation that we were given to match the equation of a sphere. The first thing we'll do is move the constant to the other side of the equal sign by subtracting 6 from both sides. The next thing that we'll do is move around some of these terms so that we have like variables next to one another. So we have x squared plus 4x plus y squared minus 6y plus z squared plus 2z. Now, in the equation of a sphere, there are squared binomials, for example, x minus h squared. Right now, we have a corresponding x squared plus 4x. However, we're going to need a constant here to get this to represent the expanded expression of the binomial x minus h squared. To get the constant, we're going to take this 4 and 4x, and we're going to multiply it times a half, and then square this. A half times 4 is 2, 2 squared equals 4, so we get 4 here. Now let's do this for our y and z variables. For y, we'll take this negative 6 here and multiply it times a half, and then square this. A half times negative 6 is negative 3. Negative 3 squared is 9. And for z, we'll take this 2 and multiply it times a half, then square it. A half times 2 is 1. 1 squared equals 1. And all of this equals negative 6. At this point, we're going to factor the quadratic expressions that we have into binomials to match the equation of a sphere. X squared plus 4x plus 4 will give us the binomial x plus 2 squared. Y squared minus 6y plus 9 will give us the binomial y minus 3 squared. And z squared plus 2z plus 1 will give us the binomial z plus 1 squared. Now this will be equal to a constant, however, this constant is no longer just negative 6. We'll need to take 4 plus 9 plus 1 and add it to that negative 6, and that'll give us our new constant 8. So we're really close to the equation of a sphere. There's just a small detail that we need to take note of. In the equation of a sphere, the binomials have two terms that are being subtracted. So we'll need to rewrite a couple of our binomials. For x plus 2 squared, we'll need to change this to say x minus negative 2 squared. The y minus 3 squared is fine. And for z plus 1 squared, we'll need to change this to z minus negative 1 squared. Now our equation perfectly matches the equation of a sphere. We've got our h, k, and l terms, and we can combine them into our center point, negative 2, 3, negative 1, and 8 represents our radius squared. Therefore, we have a radius of the square root of 8. And there you have it. We found the center and the radius of our sphere. If this video was helpful for you, give it a thumbs up, like the video, and subscribe to the channel for more math tutorials. I'm Coach T, and thanks for watching the numbers game.